Hi, today my name is Selvin.
Lawrence, I'm from Venice Toyota. Pleased to meet you, Selvin.
Please, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
So I hear you guys are probably in the market for purchasing some vehicles. The reason for us being here today, the reason for our meeting, just to start off with what's important to you guys. What would you like to know?
Lawrence, I'm going to be straight out. I'm going to give you a few requirements that we require for our company. And then also, I'd like you to know that I'm the financial director for the company. We have about 30 managers that work for our company, and we are based throughout Africa, or South Africa, should I say. We need discounts for our 30 managers that operate around South Africa. We are currently driving Mercedes, and we'd like to change. So that's basically our requirement at this stage.
What you're looking at. And how long have you been with the company, if I may ask?
I've been here with the company for about 5 years.
Okay. Good long haul.
Yes, yeah.
Definitely. And in terms of organisation, I've seen that you guys have grown quite considerably over the last couple of years. Business well?
Yes, yes. Business is excellent. We actually expanded now to Bloemfontein. That's our latest branch that we opened. And as you know, we've got about 6 to 8 branches throughout the country now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, and then from a competitor point of view, you mentioned about a Mercedes. What are the guys not doing right? Can you elaborate a bit more on that? What's the problem there?
Well, Lawrence, let me be quite frank to you. We have decided not to go with Mercedes anymore. So we would like to change to Toyota. And obviously we do have another supplier, which is a company called Joba Cars. And they trade as Japan Suzuki Motors. So that's the only two dealers that we will be considering at this particular stage.
Okay. And when you're choosing a new supplier, what factors do you consider in terms of service? What's important when deciding on a new supplier?
Well, Lawrence, like I said again, the only reason why we've taken a decision to change from Mercedes to Toyota is that over the years, because our cars are all over the country, our managers are not servicing on time because, you know, obviously when you have to make an appointment, cancel the servicing at the last minute, and obviously the vehicles are taking a little bit of a beating in terms of one tires. The major thing that we had recently is that the insurance has now informed us that the insurance will be going up as a premium. And as a company, we don't employ a transport manager. So we have no control over the fleet of vehicles. So therefore, we would prefer servicing, which is going to be a great thing for us, timelessly, and obviously, you know, the vehicle itself.
And these vehicles, what kind of mileages are they doing?
Well, our managers do an average of about 35,000 Ks a year. We do, just when it comes to the servicing, the specific question that I was going to ask you, that you need to give me feedback on is, most importantly, is that we need our cars to be serviced timelessly. Our managers do have a meeting every last Wednesday of the month, and all the managers get to one particular spot, so all the vehicles are there. We'll need to obviously arrange, maybe you can offer us a courtesy vehicle if possible, or maybe a car hire service, you know, obviously just to get the managers on the go again. You can also use the last Wednesday of every month as an opportunity to do the servicing, because obviously the guys are in a meeting the whole day.
Okay. And in terms of making the final decision on who gets the business, who gets the order to go ahead from you guys, is it you that ultimately takes that decision? Yes, Lawrence.
You know, like I've said to you, I'm the financial director, so I'll have a big influence in the decision making.
And in terms of your managers, do they have any say in what they're going to drive? Is it necessary to maybe arrange a proposal for them?
Lawrence, look, like I said again, we have decided on Toyota. Be specific in this case, we'd like the Corolla, the 2-liter diesels, to compare with the Mercedes that we currently got. We've been quoted on a price of about 220, that price range. I'll give you more details as we go along as to what certain requirements that may be fulfilling.
And on the competitors, you mentioned the other dealers that you're also seeing. Is that brand specific? Do they only do Mercedes or do they do Toyota as well?
No, that's also Toyota. But one of the things that came up from the quote that we got last was they've given us obviously the vehicle was about 225, like I said again. They have given us some discount, to be precise to you, about 8.5%, and they've also obviously assisting us with the servicing costs and the car hire cost.
And the vehicles that the guys are currently driving, are they going to need to be moved, or do you take care of it?
Lawrence, we'll need your help there. Is that we'd like to trade in those vehicles, so we will appreciate a valuation done on them as well.
And then in terms of purchasing finance requirements, full maintenance, leasing, that type of thing, would you need some options there as well?
Lawrence, like I said, we do have a problem at this particular stage. The company does not employ a fleet manager or transport manager, should I say. We'd like a solution from you and your company as to how we can overcome our problem in terms of maintaining our fleet. As I made aware of you earlier on, is that our company is fast growing, and we need to replace 30 cars. It just coincidentally we need 3 urgently, and the balance over the next 12 months if possible.
And when you say urgent, how urgent is that? Days?
We need to replace urgently, yes, yeah.
Just from our side, our company and our brand as well, with Toyota, we've got basically 220 dealers throughout the whole country. So whichever area the guys operate in, there's always a Toyota service centre nearby. The brand name in terms of quality, reliability, all of it's there. I think if we can come up with the right numbers and the right service, I'm sure we can come up with something there.
Yeah. And Lawrence, you said something about your company. How long has your company been in operation now?
Our company's been in business for 15 years. From a Toyota brand point of view, business point of view, very solid, very ethical, and backup, financial backup and support. Anything that you might need, we are very strong there. So yeah, it's about it. We're a strong Toyota company, and being part of a Toyota family, I don't think any business just gets to be part of a Toyota family. You've got to be quite a strong business in terms of business that you do and integrity and all of that to be part of a Toyota family.
Yeah. And Lawrence, how long have you been with Toyota yourself?
I've been with Toyota 11 years. Been in sales first and then into sales management. So yes, I've been around quite a bit, and in terms of integrity, I'm going to need to be here for you for the next 4 or 5 or 10 years. So whatever I tell you today has to work on to tomorrow.
And in particular, how long has your company been in this particular area?
We've been in the area now for also 15 years. Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a history of customers that you have supplied previously.
Big customer base.
Excellent. And then, can you tell me, just as a recommendation or a referral, as to some of your big companies that you have supplied in the past that enjoyed good service from your dealership?
Yes, certainly can do. We're dealing with Chubb Security.
Oh yes, I know Chubb Security. In fact, I know the buyer there as well.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can talk to him about our service.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll find out in order. And then also, I don't know if you know Busasa. They're quite a...
Yes, I've heard of them. I don't know them particularly, but I did hear
of them. They bought 30 vans, panel vans from us last month.
Wow.
So, and on the fleet side, we are taking care of the customers. We've also got the capacity to take care of more customers and would like to do your business.
No, excellent, excellent. I just want to recap on what we just went over. I don't know if you want to make some notes here.
Sure.
Just very quickly, we spoke about we need a supply of 30 vehicles, 3 immediately and 12 over the next 12-month period. And then, very importantly, as I spoke to you about the servicing, you need to give us a solution and as to how we can overcome our servicing problems. Take into consideration that we need a vehicle either to be on loan to us, or that you can give us maybe supplies with a car hire service.
Where's mobile?
Yes, and then obviously you need to tell us a little bit more about our parts and servicing cost, what kind of discounts we can enjoy. And then just to make mention to you that we did get a quote from the CDs as well. They have given us some extras, so you may want to consider that as well, this when you're doing your quote to me.
What kind of extras are we talking about?
Well, they did quote us on alarm systems and alloy wheels at no charge.
Is that something that's important to you in terms of the manager?
Well, like I said again, at this particular stage, it's a quotation, and if you could just, you know, I believe in being upfront with you, so this is why I'm giving the information now.
Appreciate it so much.
So you could, you know, make your quote as suitable to me as possible. Obviously, I need to be competitive and make a clear decision there as well.
That's it. Okay. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, Lawrence. I wish you luck. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll meet shortly.